Welcome to Wales and West 2024. It's really quite exciting. We've got a couple new products being released and have a public showing for the first time here. So there's a lot of really exciting things happening. I tell you what, let's get going. But first things first, let's go check out who's here. And you know how this is done. Let's hit the beat. Canon, Sony, Fujifilm, Nikon, Sigma, OM Systems, DJI, LUMIX, Agfa, Mobolite, Holden, Hick Micro, Three-Legged Thing, Kenro, Billingham, Temper, Rotolight, Dice, Insta360, Pentax, Sennheiser, Patterson, Easy Cover, Vanguard, Epson, Elinchrom, and many, many more. Thank you to everybody that showed up at the show. Stay tuned to see all of the other shenanigans that went on this year. It's been absolutely awesome, and thank you again to everybody that was involved in the show. Not only did we go bigger and better compared to last year, but we also added a lot extra as well. Let's get into the creator spaces. So let's get some cool shots, shall we? Thank you, Stevie Thomas, for the shots there. This actually flows smoothly into my first test of the day, and that was with the Nikon Z6 Mark III. Bruno, how's it going?
Hi there, I've got the brand new Z6 III here.
No way, what is it?
Yeah. So it's a 24 megapixel camera, and it's the world's first partially stacked sensor.
So what does that mean?
So it means that the top and the bottom are stacked, which means you can get performance like the Z8 and Z9, but for a much lower price point.
Full video out on the channel soon. This is, however, what I got at the Creator Zone with the Nikon Z6 Mark III. The camera is of course pre-launched, so this isn't actually what the final shots will look like, but it gives us a good indication as to what they'll be like, if you get what I mean. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go! So we've got Nanlite over here, so a lot of the lights you're going to see now are of course from Nanlite, and hopefully going to get some good photos and some good video from this. So let's give it a go. 2, 1, go! Don't worry, thank you. I'm a special bee. For only trying out this camera for a very short amount of time, and I say a very short amount of time, I've only got it for half an hour, I'm actually really impressed. It feels really good, and the footage I think is going to look really good as well. Of course, I'm going to talk a little bit about that later on when I have a look at the photos and the video. But let's go over to Rotolight, because I believe they've also got a creator zone there as well. Terry, how's it going? Nice to see you again. You enjoyed the show?
Always great to see you. Fantastic show. Been really busy
no,
today.
it's been excellent, hasn't it?
So that's good news.
Cool. So what are you doing here today then, Terry?
Okay, so I'm on the stand doing some demonstrations for Rotolight, and I'm working with this fantastic model, Aaliyah.
Wave.
So we're in quite a compact area, and this shows really the beauty of the Rotolights, because we are shooting them with just minimum modification. We've got a grid on the EOS 2 Pro, and we've just got a plastic diffuser on the Neo 3 Pro at the background.
There's going to be a long form video where Terry goes over his lighting techniques and some tips and tricks. We also tested out the Smoke Ninja in this shoot. Got some really cool looking shots. At Wales and West Photography Show, we also have a lot of talks going throughout the entire day, and it's a great chance for you to learn from some of the best creators out there at the moment about wildlife, weddings, cityscapes, business, and everything else really in between. These guys are super talented, and thank you all for imparting your knowledge onto us.
So we're having a little bit of an exploration. We're out looking for macro subjects. There's a little bit of a photo walk with these fine people, and we're looking for a bunch of insects and other macro subjects that would hopefully stay still for a change.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, man, we found a bunch of really cool stuff, but they've not stayed still. So that's macro in it.
How are you finding it so far?
I'm loving it. We've got the coolest people ever. I mean, they're super creative. We're finding some really cool subjects. And what more can you ask for? You're here.
I am here. I will say, my first time actually coming on a workshop, and I'm enjoying it. They have workshops there, loads of cool stuff, loads of awesome deals on cameras, and you get to have hands-on experience trying everything out. So definitely worth coming down to have a look.
Antonio, how's it going?
Very good, really great show. Having a good time, yes.
Amazing. So of course we got the release of the new Pentax 17. What do you think of it as a camera then?
So this is a cracking camera. It's about half frame.
I was lucky enough to get access to it just before the show, and these are the image I managed to capture with the Pentax 17. The camera had no right to be as sharp as it is at a half frame, and I really liked using it. A review for this will be coming out soon. And there it is. I like it. I can't help but like it, and it has no right to be as good as it actually is. I managed to grab a few people to have a quick conversation. Hello and welcome to Camera Central podcast. Today we are at Wales and West, and I've actually stolen Terry Donnelly to the beautiful Pav. Managed to nick Liam for a little while. Liam from Fujifilm. What have you thought of it so far? Have you enjoyed it?
I've enjoyed it. I love it. I came last year. That's why I'm back here this year. It's good. It's definitely great networking. No, especially for people like us, you know, we talk to brands, we know what the cameras are out, we know what the lenses are out, but it's nice to meet people behind the brands.
And it's great because when you come here, like I've watched every talk on the day. I don't have to pick and choose which one I'm going to. Yeah, it's just as a fan, it's a really good experience.
Creative content production, so it kind of encompasses everything, you know, so we'll do, you know, photography and videography for an event, and I'll be using my Fujifilm cameras for both.
What makes this show so special
is
the staff who put the show on.
Oh, thank you.
You know, they're so genuine, so friendly, nothing is too much trouble. You know, and it really makes the difference when you're working, because these are long days, and you're on stand all day, you're on the go all day, often you don't get a break, and that really makes the difference.
A big thing when it comes to these shows is actually meeting the brands, the representatives, to find and give feedback and learn more about the actual products. The thing in your hand is new. Yeah. So let's go over it. What is it? What does it do?
So GH7. So this is our latest GH range product. This has things such as ProRes RAW internal recording. We've got our new XLR2 adapter on top, which brings 32-bit float audio. So yeah, this is our latest and greatest.
What do you reckon of the 2845 then? Do you reckon it's going to be doing well, or?
I love it already. I mean, we've had some incredible interest here already. People are ordering them, pre-ordering, back-ordering. But I think it's just going to go down for the videographer, for the photographer as well, for landscapers. It's just kind of the jack of all, because it's got like 3 lenses in one.
Little things, so we've got a couple of new tripods hanging around, which are really, really good. We've then kind of, obviously, last time we saw you guys, we released the cob light. We now have the battery handle to go with that. And then we've also released the softbox and the Bowens adapter as well.
We're presenting here the hand-painted backdrops, which are essential tool for any photographer or using studio and not just in studios, and some people using those on location and even on weddings.
The speedy gimbal today, so this is a simple new monopod head, cup and ball system. Normally this is worn with a strap, so when you're out walking you just can bring it in, drop it on, and you're ready to shoot. There's no buttons and bolts to slow you down.
Got a good range of products all the way from the entry level, some exciting new lenses, and then obviously this, which is like the all singing, all dancing A9 Mark III.
Amazing. So are you excited for next year then?
Super excited. So for me, this is the 3rd time I've done the show. Every time I've come back, it's got better and better and better. The atmosphere here is fantastic, a great range of speakers, and I think you're really well looked after in terms of like when you come into the show, you're looked after by the venue. There's a great energy on the floor. I thoroughly enjoy it, and I'm really looking forward to coming back next year.
Hey John, how are you doing? You enjoying the show?
Yeah, very much so, very much so. It's always a pleasure to share some lighting knowledge with people.
Amazing. So what have you been up to whilst you've been here?
Well, we're here working today with the new Xeon B-series LED lights. They're a pro-level product, introduced in a 100, 200, 300 and 500 watt power. As a professional photographer, LED lighting is a throwback really to decades ago when people used to use tungsten lighting.
And these were just a few interviews that I managed to get from the show. We got a lot of tips, some gear, and many other videos coming on the channel at the moment. So make sure you like, follow and subscribe if you want to see more. One of the things that I've wanted to learn for a little while is how to fly a drone, and Avata 2 was something I'm really interested in. The other thing is, the CAA actually brought along a drone cage, so we fly the drone in an environment which is safe.
In this amazing drone cage. So we've been flying the Avata 2. It's a beautiful little drone. It's great fun as well because you're actually getting the experience of flight, which is something that you don't really get from many of the other drones. And it's really fast, but really fun and easy to fly.
I feel like I need to have a go with a drone. Should we set that up?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go.
Ah, that's weird. I can actually see the camera right now, as well as what the drone sees as well. Sean's just switched it over. I've actually tried FPV goggles on before, and it's actually really quite comfortable. Okay, what do I do?
Okay, so your orange button on there,
Yeah.
you double tap that to turn on the motors.
Yeah.
And then you press the joystick up, and then that will take off. Now you've got a trigger on the back of the controller. If you half press that, a circle will appear.
Yeah.
And then when you pull the trigger, it goes towards that circle.
Okay. Well, that is so easy. Ah. There's that. So land it. Just got to land it.
Hold the joystick down, that's it.
That was a lot of fun. And now I can see you again. Really awesome products here at DJI in Wales and West. So make sure you come back again next year. Gadgets and tech have always been my favourite thing, and with shows like these, you actually have the ability to try out so many different things and see so many different new perspectives. When I was young, one person and one series got me into gadgetry, and luckily I was able to meet him and he was able to round things up a little bit. After this, we're going to be going over to Mike Wheel's workshop. Oh, John, how's it going?
Oh, it's actually going very, very well. I think it's a really wonderful show. It's very friendly. It's got a scale where you can actually really get things hands-on, which is great. And I've seen lots of interesting stuff. There's that new Pentax 17 film camera, which is like a half-frame one that does 72 shots on a roll of 35mm 36 exposure film. That was wonderful. There's a lovely Fujifilm GFX 100S Mark II as a medium format digital camera. That's lovely to look at, and its sort of brother that has sort of amazing video abilities. That was very good. I love the Nikon Z6 Mark III. Now that's very tempting. It's also brilliant just looking at all the other stuff here. You know, cases, lots of people to talk to, lots of bags, friendly, lovely to talk to. Great fun.
We're at the Wales and West Photography Show, of course, today, and I'm joined by Mike Will, and we've just come off of your workshop, which I think actually ran really well. I think everyone was really excited by it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We did a car photography workshop downstairs, did a talk earlier, so I'm pretty tired, but it's been amazing to be here, and Wales is actually where my photography journey started, which I'm sure we'll touch on a little bit.
You did mention the fact that you actually bought your first camera from Camera Centre, which I think is the same for a lot of people, but yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, so I lived in Cardiff at the time. I was actually playing ice hockey for the Cardiff Devils, which was my first kind of introduction into the store when I was living down here. And I went in and I said, I like night photography, but I'm not really sure what to buy. And someone recommended that Sony was kind of this new, just as mirrorless was becoming a thing. But that was an important step for me. And then things just, exponentially grew. And kind of then my kind of creative career started, and it blossomed from moving then closer to London and then having the opportunities in central London that it obviously brings. When you are in London, there's mad opportunities there.
Yeah.
And suddenly, here we are back in Wales, but it's amazing to see what you guys are doing here, and it's great that kind of like you guys are now building kind of a community here.
And that really is what it's about. It's about a community. It's about coming together with like-minded people, experiencing technology in a new kind of way, and really, at its core, just being a creative.
Okay, so we're just finishing up the car photography workshop. You can see right here. It's been an awesome day here at the Wales and West photo show. Looking forward to seeing everyone's shots from this awesome workshop. Yeah, big up, guys.
Wales and West Photography Show is going to be back again next year, where it's going to be bigger, better, and more badass. Make sure you like and follow all of our social pages to know when the tickets are going to be live, and it's been a lot of fun. Have a good day.